And so we have in his second blitz game, Arkadij Naiditsch in a must-win situation. He must win to get to a playoff Armageddon game.
And the starting heart rates are already higher than in the previous game, so things are heating up clearly.
Wow, yeah, I mean they've only had a couple of minutes to actually calm down, so we can see Sicilian on the board and a bishop b5 check.
Which is not considered to be the most aggressive, but I'm pretty sure that Arkadij has something up his sleeve.
Well, yeah, I mean this is a very, very respectable line for black, of course, claiming the two bishops. It's been played so much on the circuit over the past few years. In fact, we saw it in this tournament in the game between Jeffrey Song and Maxime Vacher-Legrave, where, well, a very accurate game ended in a draw.
Queen c7, played by Wojtaszek.
Now, big moment. Will Arkadij play c4 and go for a Morozzi bind, or simply play knight c3? He's gone knight c3.
Knight c3. I guess knight c3 in this case fits more the situation. He's in a must-win position. He has to try to win no matter what. And even then, it's going to be an Armageddon, but at least he has to die first.
So here, is he going to play e5 or e6, or he's gone e6?
e6, bishop f4. Those of you wondering in the chat what happened in the first game, it was a win for Radek Wojtaszek. If he makes a draw, he is the winner of this year's Isle of Man International. Naiditsch has to win to tie the score.
I wonder, actually, I think Wojtaszek might have got his move order slightly wrong here. I guess he can defend d6 okay, but it looks slightly odd putting the bishop on c6 at such an early stage. Yeah, rook d1. Well, if e5 comes, then you play knight takes e5 and you crash through, you take, and the bishop on e5 hits the queen, hits g7. I apologise for giving a variation. It's
you can't show them on the board, can you? You can draw quickly the arrows.
I could draw the arrows.
Put some paint on the board, Danny.
Let's put some paint
That's
on
why
the
we
board.
are here.
Knight takes e5.
Beautiful.
So I suppose rook d8, but then could even play e5 to transpose into a kind of French position. Nope, knight d5. Okay, he's going for it. Okay, Radoslav has got this wrong. The board hasn't updated.
It's just that they play faster than how our digital boards are working, apparently.
So it's gone rook d8, knight d5, pawn takes knight, pawn takes, and, well, let's catch up. Thank you. Let's just catch up with those moves very, very quickly. Rook d8, knight d5, and knight e7.
So Naiditsch has sacrificed the piece to open up the e-file and create attack. Now with knight g5 going for the initiative. The difficulty for black, well, his king is in the middle of the board. He has to finish development somehow without losing material.
Well, I would say that Arkadij must be absolutely delighted with the way things have begun in this game. That we've just got a random position on the board, but it might just be good random for white. Very difficult, certainly in a blitz game, to get out of this kind of trouble.
I don't see any obvious move for black because you can't push the g pawn, you can't push the f pawn, so h6 process of elimination would have been my move. Knight e4, and still it hasn't solved black's problem.
Well, there could be a threat of just playing.
f5 played by Radoslav.
Okay, yeah. Knight d6. I'm hearing noises off. Knight d6
From a high-rated audience.
And just then rook e6. You can play c4. Well, rook e6 also winning c4, c5. I think this is fantastic.
Knight takes b6, rook takes, and we are expecting the suggestion by the audience. Who shall we name our audience?
Please do.
Well, we are honored to be joined by Mr. and Mrs. Tactics, Anish Giri, Sofika Gormishvili, and we also have Robert Hess with us, who I think is not part of the Tactics family yet.
Brother Tactics.
Okay,
Brother Tactics.
this looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, if Radoslav survives this, it will be a miracle. An absolute. I think this is just game over. Well, okay, the queen steps to the side. We don't need to trade queens. We can just play queen b4. Queen b4, just go for b7.
Yeah,
he's
and
done
so
it.
he does. It's a weird material situation where there are 3 minor pieces for the rook, but one of them is about to drop after d6, and queen takes b7 is another huge threat.
I think this is the calmest we've seen Arkadij in the game. He's
120 only.
120 only, yeah, exactly. Queen takes b7, that must be... It's on the board. Bishop c8.
And now queen c7, simply threatening d6.
d6, d8. This is gone. This is absolutely gone. So if he wins this, we'll be treated to an Armageddon Blitz playoff.
We love it. I see the chat already going crazy about the Armageddon game.
Why didn't we just play one Armageddon to start with? It would have kind of speeded up the process somehow.
This was a pre-show, and then we get to see the main show.
Okay, I've got my curry waiting up there, unless someone's eaten it already. I think
Who
they might have
knows?
done.
Secured this card there.
Yeah.
D and C pose is almost like the Kramnik pawns we witnessed a few rounds ago. Queen takes b2.
Queen takes b2. I think that's fiddling while Rome burns.
Brave but
actually.
desperate, it seems.
d6, on with the job. Come on, let's get to the Armageddon. d6 is just over. Arkadij has 2 minutes 50 left, and
D6
Radoslav
on the board.
150. It's game over.
I'm a bit disappointed about the heart rates, though. They haven't hit 150 in this game.
Ooh, Queen.
Queen b7.
I'm not sure it matters that
Yeah.
much. Should be okay. You can take and take on e7 and play rook d7. Actually,
Yeah.
for example, there are many.
One
There'll
of
be
the
many.
many lines.
And Arkadij has time. He has 2 minutes. Yeah, he's playing it
He
very
takes on
simply.
b7 and he's going to take on e7, and it's all forced, rook d7, hitting the 2 bishops.
Yeah, that is game over.
Oh, no, something
no.
even stronger, d7.
Okay, that'll do as well, but I don't see why he just didn't play something simple. He could have just taken on e7 and played rook d7. Okay, this is fine.
Yeah, actually the other seemed more simple.
Yeah, this will do the job.
Well, the game is not over completely.
No.
We saw what happened in the previous one.
Yeah, absolutely. He could have made it much simpler. He's actually threatening rook b1. Embarrassing the bishop. Rook
Yeah.
b1 is the threat.
Yes, he is not in a rush to push d8, I
Yeah.
agree.
I think rook b1 will... Well, listen, there must be many moves, but rook b1, I think it ends...
Yeah, a
The
move
argument.
suggestion from our chat is rook c8. Yeah, saying rook c8 is cute.
Rook c8 also will do the job nicely, so he can choose the poison.
Although if rook c8, now the bishop can move.
Rook b1, yeah.
Yeah, rook b1 is simple. Bishop takes c5, played by Radek.
And then he takes on g8 and takes on b7. It's game over. Okay, you could do that too.
Knight back to d8.
Oh no, he took on knight d8. Wow.
It's still not over.
My goodness. This one should have been put to bed a long time ago. Incredible that he's still on the board. I mean, this is actually requires a modicum of thought now.
Capture on g8, rook b8, pinning the knight.
Okay, he's going for the a pawn.
Yeah, I agree. This game should have been over already.
That's on the board. He'll take on a6, and it's good enough. It's good enough. Clock times. Arkadij is down to just under a minute.
Well, I think this is the best position Radek has had in the whole game, basically.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
he should be very optimistic.
Yeah. Still some tiny bit of work required.
Yeah. You gotta keep the rook on the 7th rank to keep the d7 pawn protected. He'll start pushing the a pawn, of course, but it's not that simple.
It's not.
No, now he's gonna lose the d pawn. Okay, not yet because of rook d5.
Okay, still winning, but he's got a minute remaining, 45 seconds. It's suddenly, blitz is blitz, and it all takes place. It all happens.
b6, if rook d5, I guess Radek will try to block the a pawn with knight c6.
Okay, he's keeping it simple.
He took on f5 simply, yes.
Yeah, so he's keeping his a pawn, and he might just advance up the king side.
I don't know, I'm not convinced about
No, I'm
his
not.
technique.
I'm remotely convinced. A5, that's on the board. Time to push on the king side, I think. There we go. The h pawn is the first to advance. The king moving towards the rook. I imagine that will go back across to the queen side. Clock situation. Only 30 seconds for Arkadij. And what is he doing? He's just make a move, man. Come on. This is ridiculous. He's got only 19 seconds remaining.
In a game that he should have won 20 moves ago. Rook f3.
So if Radoslav survives this, then he'll win. But okay, it still looks considerably lost.
Considerably
I
lost.
can't
But
even
that's
speak.
it's not as lost as it used to be. So I would give a rather good chance for Radoslav to survive this game, actually.
It was completely and utterly lost, and now it's just lost. 17 seconds against 8 seconds. Finally advancing on the king side. I mean, this is incredible how Radoslav has actually managed to survive to this position. He's got 3 seconds left. Oh, no.
Can we zoom in on
Oh,
the
that's
clocks?
it. Is that pawn about to go? Not quite yet. He's blundered it! Oh, no, he hasn't. A7, A7.
Okay. You're getting hard at that.
Oh, my word. He hasn't blundered his rook. However, the rook can escape. I do apologise.
We got overexcited. I told you we would.
Oh, the F pawn has dropped. Unbelievable. The F pawn has dropped. And now Radek is back on the board. And the clock times, they're down to seconds. This is incredible. Unbelievable. I think he might be saving this now.
I think he is.
Extraordinary. He's just got to keep that. Unbelievable. They're down to, they get 2 seconds every time they make a move. Good grief. This is just remarkable. Brilliant play from Radoslav to actually survive this.
And to believe in the position, he was completely lost after the piece sacrifice.
Oh, but White's king coming in.
The a pawn is gone.
Oh, the knight. And he's still got, the a pawn has gone, he's still got, who's better and why? White is still better. He's managed to capture the pawns. It is still White that's better. Clock situation. I tell you what.
There's no time, 4 seconds left for
He
Arkadij.
almost fell into a helpmate. My goodness. Still looks like it's winning for White, but my goodness. Clock times. 6
And the heart rate, over
160.
The knight is gone.
Oh.
And the pawn was untouchable because of
H5.
Rook F4.
H5. Seconds on the clock. He's going to take the pawn. Unbelievable. Oh, now, wait a second. Game over, game over. It's going to be checkmate. It's checkmate or he's lost the bishop. That is it. Arkadij has actually won this.
And
Oh,
Radek resigns
incredible.
with a smile on his face. What a game. And what a gentleman Wojtaszek is, actually smiling after this madness. But basically he was lost for most of the game. So almost surviving it is an achievement. Arkadij, he's not smiling that much. One more game to go, an Armageddon, and we shall see who takes a white.